Hi, my name is Jeannine Plaiche. Welcome to my channel. I'm a yoga teacher certified in Anusara yoga, and I'm also a yoga therapist. I started practicing in around 2001. It was in a Ashtanga yoga studio, and what brought me to the practice was because I had an injury. I had a ski accident that injured my knee, and at that time I was an avid figure skater. I was also coaching figure skating, and I just didn't want to lose that passion. So I heard that yoga was a good way to help joint mobility, so it was really for the physical aspect of it. And I would say from my very first class, just hearing the way that the teacher was speaking and the stories she was telling and the way that she had us reach into our hearts and the way she spoke about spirit, somehow I was able to access something else, something deeper that was beyond the physical body. And I would say from the very first class, I was hooked. Once I was hooked into yoga, I figured I'll do a teacher training to go deeper. It wasn't even to teach yoga. It was really just to learn more about this whole world of yoga and posture and spirit and everything that I was kind of being exposed to in my classes. So I did a teacher training in Mexico at the Anusara Yoga Institute. There, something happened. I can't really explain what it was, but something opened up. And from there, I came back home, reconciled many of my relationships. There was huge changes that happened in my life, and I started teaching. I started teaching yoga. In 2009, I decided I wanted to specialize in a specific style of yoga. There's just so many yogas out there, and I really wanted to go deep into one particular style and explore not just the physical aspect, but also the spiritual aspect. And that's what brought me to Anusara yoga. And actually, I discovered Anusara yoga on a road trip in the United States. And I thought, I've never heard of this style of yoga. How can I start practicing this at home? And then I started making plans to travel to the United States to study with some teachers over there. And when I got home from my road trip, I discovered that right around the corner, there were two certified Anusara yoga teachers, actually the very first two teachers in Canada, Barry Reisman and Robin Gold. So I started studying with them. And from there, first thing I knew, I wanted to be a certified Anusara yoga teacher. So I continued the journey with them, took my immersion teacher training with them, and studied with many other teachers in the United States. I also traveled to India in 2012 and also in 2016 to discover many different styles of yoga, the roots of yoga, and also to study with Mark Skowski in Varanasi to learn about the non-dual tantric philosophy. What I love about Anusara yoga is it highlights three main aspects that we can explore in our yoga practice. The first is for the physical aspect, but not just the physical. Anusara goes deeper. It starts with 5 universal principles of alignment. These universal principles of alignment are biomechanical principles. These can be applied to any practice on the mat or off. The second principle of Anusara yoga, which is probably the overarching principle of the practice, is the non-dual tantric philosophy, which recognizes the abundance of life, and that everything is interconnected, and that in everything pulsates the heart of the divine. The simplest way I can explain it is that the practice reconnects us with the body. And when we're connected with the body, with the breath, with the beating of the heart, in that moment, we experience pure joy. Just pure joy of being. The third aspect of the Anusara yoga practice is the element of kula. Kula means community. Simply put, When we learn to connect with ourselves and our hearts, we can better connect with all those around us and serve those around us. Yoga is truly my life, and I look forward to sharing it with you. Namaste.